Hey everybody, it's a Joyful Yogini. No Madam Euphrosyne this time, it's just me. I hope your life has been going okay. Let me just turn down this music here. All right. Okay, so yes, welcome everybody. Welcome to the Lighten Up podcast. This time it's Madam Euphrosyne. That she wasn't ready to come out. She's got some other stuff to do. So it is just me today, and I had decided on let's delve into the energy to see what we can expect over the next 5 months. So the next 5 months that will bring us right to the end of the December. And because the energy has been it's been very interesting. At least that over the past month, there's been a huge amount of clearing going on, and the shit has been hitting the fan in many cases. I don't know. If anyone ends up joining our live studio audience, I did not even promote this one ahead of time, so my apologies. I have a lot of stuff that is going on that I need to prepare for. So wasn't that prepared for this one, but I hope you enjoy it at least after the fact. And over the past month, I'd say experiences have been happening that have been giving us an opportunity to feel on a visceral level what has been working for us, what hasn't been working for us. Experiences to create contrast for sure. Baramu is in the studio. Welcome, Baramu. How are you? So yeah, we're just kicking this off. I'm just talking about, what's been going on in the past month to start, and then we're going to be moving forward for the next 5 months. So you can let me know what your experiences have been this month. But for me, it's been pretty rocky and emotional, but it's all been needed. So I know I've been going through a really big heart clearing, and I actually didn't realize that my heart was as closed as it is. So yeah, I've been able to love and I've been receiving love, but not fully in either direction. Okay, Baramu says, I'm good, thanks, hope you are too. Hey, first time listener, well, welcome. Hey, if you end up loving it, I would love for you to subscribe. So I'm glad you're here. Normally, we also have Madame Euphrosyne, goddess of joy, in the house as well. But this time it's just me. It's just me. So Madame Euphrosyne normally does the intro and everything for the show, and she pipes up here and there. But I felt the need just to do this one on my own today. So I am going to pull some cards from the Daily Crystal Inspiration deck. I know you can't see them, but I will definitely be clear on the messages. So I know we have more cleaning out of house to do, and it's really important for us to be tuning in to our hearts. And so in order to effectively tune into our hearts, we need to clear our hearts. And that's still what's happening right now. We are still going through a heart clearing, and that will continue to happen this week. And there's different things that we can do. So I'm just shuffling the cards as we're talking about this. There's different things that we can do to assist with our own heart healing. So first, I would take the time to meditate, quiet in your space. Last night, I did I took my journal out, and I wrote down all the things that I'm releasing. So distortions of thought, patterns that are no longer serving me, such as patterns of lack. I know within my I'm going to say within my lineage, because I don't think it's just from this lifetime. I also think it's through my DNA. Definitely, I've been working through patterns of lack, and not being enough, not being good enough, not being smart enough, not being able to manifest my own magnificence. And it's just from distortions of thought. And it also, for me, what I've been releasing is patterns associated with not thinking I deserve love or to be cherished, um, to be, yeah, to be loved to the fullest. Is this tarot? No, I'm using an oracle deck. My preference, oh, I have, a card just flew away. 1 second. My preference is to use oracle cards. I think one day I'd like to learn the tarot, but really I just use the oracle cards as a guide. And okay, so that will be for the first month. That'll be for August. And then I just channel messages through. And so let's go for September. These cards are for September. These ones October. Let's go for the cards for November and then December. Okay. It was interesting the way the cards were falling out. So there might be more cards that need to come, but this is what I have so far. So for the month of August, the first card that came in is Pyrite. Let the money flow in. So this is a beautiful card. And we've been working on healing our hearts, and in particular, our self-love, our receiving of love. And so once we clear that, and we have an opportunity to clear that on Sunday or by Sunday, because Sunday there's a big portal opening, and that is on August 8th. So the 8th day of the 8th month, okay? And so especially if you can, oh, I started telling you about a process and then I got distracted there with the cards. So my apologies. So what I did last night is I wrote out all the things that I was releasing. And then I wrote out the things that I am creating, I am instilling, I am expanding on. And then the page of things that I'm releasing, I'm actually going to be burning that today when I'm going to do a live weekend reading, and I'm going to be burning what I'm releasing. So that's something that you can do. Also, just a regular meditation, whatever you're drawn to, any type of meditation could really help, in particular, focusing on that heart chakra, even listening to solfeggio frequencies, maybe 528 hertz or 600 and something hertz. I don't remember what it is. But anyways, if you were to Google solfeggio, which is SOLFEGGIO, I'm going to write it here in the chat. Solfeggio. So solfeggio frequencies. And if you can also Google heart chakra. And so even just listening to that in the background while you're doing a meditation will assist with your healing. And doing that between now and Sunday would be really advantageous. So the next card that came up for the month of August is Black Tourmaline, Protect Your Energy. And this card came out upside down. So not everyone is embracing the need to protect your energy. And I have been hearing from some of the healers that I listen to and the astrologers that I listen to. They've been talking about these psychic attacks that are happening. I have not been downloaded any information myself on psychic attacks. So I'm acknowledging that this information can have some significance for us right now. And so I'm asking Archangel Michael to clear my energy field. I did that prior to coming on here, and it's definitely important for you to do it regularly. And if that's the process you're drawn to, right? There's different ways to protect yourself. Maybe you like to use crystals. Maybe there's a certain prayer that you'd like to do. Maybe there's a certain angel or guide or anything that you like to use, or maybe a symbol or something like that to be able to help create protection around you, around your energy space. Because anytime you're getting thoughts that are heavy, that are dark, that are more in the negative side, please know that it might be, we can call it a psychic attack, right? It can be a darker energy latching on to your energy, trying to bring you down. And for some reason, that's rampant right now because we are all working so hard, especially light workers out there. We are elevating so quickly at such a high frequency. And it's like we're that big shining light, and flies is like flies are attracted to the light, right? So that's why it's important for us to protect ourselves. So continue to think about that for the month of August, and also expect abundance to flow in. And abundance can flow in different ways. Angie's in the live studio. Hey, Angie, welcome. How are you? Hey, all right. So I'm glad you joined. So I'm just doing, I mean, I've just pulled some cards for the next 5 months. All right. Yeah, that's awesome. I'm glad you're here. I just pulled some cards for the next 5 months, and the first two cards I started off with for the month of August. And we got a reminder to protect ourselves because there is the higher vibration we go, the more attracting of psychic attacks that can happen at this time. And this is, I did not channel this information through about the psychic attacks. This is coming from an astrologer that I listen to regularly. Her name is Amanda on High Vibe TV. And then also Tamara Jean, who is one of my favorite energy workers. And anyways, she's a beautiful soul. And so she's been talking about them, but I have not received this information myself. So just so you know, and absolutely delve into it yourself, see if this has something to offer you, and if it feels right for you. But what I've been doing is just regularly clearing my energy out. And anytime I have these, if I have negative thoughts coming in, just know that it could be a negative energy tapping in to you. And it can also be the collective of negative energy. So all of those out there that are really low frequency right now, energetically, a lot of them are lashing out because they're having an even harder time, because the universe is trying to force people to up level. And so this is just what's coming through right now, forcing people to up level by increasing the vibration. And it can create a repelling type of feeling. So, if I'm high vibe and someone else is having a really crappy day, they will naturally be repelled by my energy. But sometimes when that happens, a lashing out can happen. So if you ever do live streaming or anything like that, you can get trolls that come on. And so I'll notice on certain days that the trolls are more rampant than other days, and just really needing to continuously protect my energy, right? And also check in. Hey, where are you today? Right? Like, where are you? Are you in a negative space? And many times the answer is no. And it's just because of what is happening out in the collective right now. It's a tough time because a lot of healing is being encouraged through experiences and interactions that we're having. So we're being put into some uncomfortable places to allow our emotions to rise up so we have an opportunity to look at our crap. Right? So we can change our perspective and move beyond it. And to start, we need to make decisions that are for our highest and greatest alignment. What would bring us the most fulfillment? It's time to be able to make choices that are best for us. And when we do that, everyone else around us ends up benefiting. So it is important. It's just like when you're on an airplane, you got to put on your oxygen mask first, should there be an emergency that happens, and then you can help people around you. So we need to take care of ourselves right now. In some cases, we're going to have to be setting our boundaries. We're going to have to be saying no. And in some cases, there's going to be endings There's going to be endings to certain relationships, whether they have to do with career or family or love relationships. We are changing and evolving very quickly. And if you are in a long-term relationship, you are not the same person that you were when you first got together with them, and they are not the same person. So it's a big time reevaluation. And in many cases, those relationships can amplify and go to a whole new level of fulfillment. And in some cases, right now, things are amplifying and it feels incredibly fulfilling, more so than it's ever done before, as we're going through this healing process. And once our heart heals, and once we are stepping into our power, you might find that you are making choices that are still pulling you away from some of your relationships because it's naturally ended. The contract has naturally ended. You've gotten from each other what you were meant to get out of this. And now it's time to move forward in a direction that will bring you to a whole new level of satisfaction and up-leveling your own personal gifts so you can really manifest your magnificence. Okay, so that was for August. Let's go into September. So in September, the first card that came up is the Crystal Ocean Jasper. And the message Ocean Jasper has for us is to schedule ourselves in. So I feel like the energy is going to be really picking up in September. And of course, hey, if you have kids or maybe you're a teacher or something like that, yeah, school's going to be starting. But also businesses are going to ramp up. Things are going to be speeding up, and you need to make sure that you are getting the nurturing that you need, the love that you need, the exercise that you need, the sleep that you need, the social time that you need. Whatever it is, you're going to need to schedule it in. So literally putting it in your calendar, setting alarms and making it happen, and not allowing other people or situations to plow over what is important to you. So this is also about standing your ground. And the process of this and the experiences that we might be facing in September with this increased energy. And also, I'm feeling that fear is going to be amplifying a bit within the collective, not necessarily in everyone, not necessarily within you, but within the collective. And I think, COVID is what is the first thing that pops into mind. But also financial. I feel like financial is coming up too. And it's not that this is based on reality and what we should be afraid of. It's just where perceptions might be going within September. So keep on with the protection, because we don't want to be taking on the fear from the collective, which can so easily happen and we don't even realize it. The other crystal that came up for September is Epidote. And the message with this one is go deeper. Go deeper. So, hey, if you're talking sex, that could be a good, fun thing. But I feel like in actuality, this has to do with getting deeper into your heart, really connecting in with your soul, and also connecting in on a deeper level within your relationships. So this is truly communicating what is important to you and listening as to what is important to them, opening up those lines of communication to delve in deep, because we want to, every area of our life, it's time for it to get better. And the starting of that is really strong communication. And this won't necessarily be one really intensive conversation. It's going to be a series of conversations with the people that you love, with where you're wanting, in the areas of your life where you're wanting to continue to make positive changes. So we will be getting deeper and getting you knowing you better than you've ever had before. So I feel like September there'll also be a big up leveling, and that is so our soul, our overall vibration is going to be getting higher, but also our soul, in particular, some of us will be getting more abilities. So an increased in psychic abilities, an increased in healing abilities, and be able to work with energy and feel other people's energy, and tapping in to thoughts and emotions, and really being able to communicate strongly with our guides. Come here, Chewy. My dog's wanting to go inside, but I'm going to try to keep him occupied beside me a little longer so I don't have to get up and move. Okay. All right. So that is for the month of September. The next two cards for October are the crystal sodalite, and the message is speak your truth. And then rhodonite, find a way to forgive. So let's start with sodalite. So, because in September, we're getting deeper, we're getting clearer, we're having those more in depth communications. By the time October hits, you're going to be ready to make some changes. And the changes are first going to be speaking your truth to yourself, and then speaking your truth to the people in your life, in those areas of your life that are really standing out for you in September, and then, of course, in October. And as you speak your truth, it is going to help you to be able to move forward. You might be moving forward on an energetic level, but not necessarily on a physical level by the time October hits. Rhodonite, which is find a way to forgive, you will be forgiving yourself and others. So I've been starting that process right now, and by all means, I totally recommend it, especially coming into the new moon this Sunday. But I've been using the Ho'oponopono prayer. I don't know if I said it correctly, but the Ho'oponopono prayer. And there's different versions of it, and I usually create a version that works for me within the moment, but it is an opportunity to forgive. And so, you know, I don't have the Ho'oponopono prayer in front of me, but I might say something like, I'm talking to myself. I'm talking to my higher self. I'm talking to my inner child. I'm talking to all the versions of me within this lifetime and in all my lifetimes. And I'll say, please forgive me. Please forgive me. Please forgive me. And I'll say, I love you. I love you. I love you. And thank you. Thank you. Thank you. And you can determine what those mean to you when you're doing your prayer. And as I said, you might want to change it up. Do it in a way that works for you. That's just, what I was including last night was also, I forgive you. I forgive you. I forgive you. And really mean it. So that's why it's important to create your own definition into the words you speak. When I was saying, I forgive you, is I'm telling myself that I'm forgiving me for the thoughts that I've had, the decisions I've made, the things that I've done or didn't do, the things that I said or didn't say, the people that maybe I've hurt, or the way I've reacted when other people have hurt me. Maybe it's I'm forgiving myself for not getting through some of my shit and doing the same patterns again and again. When I am saying, thank you, it could be that I'm thanking, so it depends, right? So it could be that I'm specifically thanking myself for forgiving me, right? It can also mean to me that I'm thanking myself for everything that I've gone through, all the different versions of me and everything that I've experienced and the hardships that I've had, the tough choices I've needed to make, the tough experiences and people I've needed to deal with, the tears that I've needed to shed, the pain, the physical, mental, emotional pain that I've been through. I'm thanking myself for getting through all of that and being so strong and so courageous and to keep on going. And when I say I love you, I am saying I love you on the deepest level possible. I love you for all that you are. The good, the bad. And I'm saying the good, the bad. There really is no good and bad within me or within you. It's all our own perceptions. And so, I think we should always be working to clear those perceptions. But in the meantime, we can be saying, I love you for all of that. Ooh, it looks like my battery is really low. I wasn't keeping an eye on my battery on my computer. There's only 5%. Oh no. Okay, I think I'm going to have to run in and grab my cord. Yeah, because I had more to say. Okay, give me a second. I'm going to put on some music while I grab my cord. 1 second. All right. I'm back. So sorry about that, everybody. I should have a checklist that I go through. All right. So I was talking about the Ho'oponopono prayer. So you can use your own version of that, but I do recommend doing that between now and Sunday. But we can continue that and feel free to use that in October as well. You might even want to write notes and put little reminders in your calendar about these key messages that we need to remind ourselves about. And so, yeah, the Ho'oponopono prayer in October will help us to forgive ourselves. And then once you forgive yourself, I think it's easier to forgive others because you realize, hey, they are doing the best that they can too. We are all doing the best that we can with whatever we have going on, with whatever learnings that we've had thus far, whatever stressors we have in our life, and whatever patterns might be igniting within us on any given day and any given moment. So October will be about forgiveness. Okay, November. 2 cards came out for November. The first one is Amazonite. So Amazonite, it's a beautiful crystal that has an nice earthy color to it, plus this brilliant green. It's a really nice combination. And the key message for this crystal is loosen your grip. Stop trying to make things happen. So if things have not opened up for you as of November, it is going to be about releasing, letting go, surrendering. Allow the universe to bring things to you in brilliant divine order, divine timing. It just means that certain things might need to happen before the big thing can happen, right? Or maybe the big thing that you had in your head is not necessarily going to happen, and it never was. But it was a great way to get your excitement going, get you energized and having a more positive outlook on life. which help to open you up to more abundance and open you up to opportunities that will be more in alignment with who you are. And so you can fulfill your life's purpose. So loosening your grip is allowing the universe to do its thing. Now, yeah, we still need to take action on things. We get ideas and inspiration and we move forward, and still we might get an idea in our head. Oh, if I move forward in this way, then this will happen. Well, then again, loosen your grip, because it might not be that happening. It might be something else. So just be open and excited about the adventure. So the next card was Citrine, bring in the light. So Citrine is very uplifting. It's energized. It's a happy stone. It's an abundance stone. And it can not only help to uplift your soul and to bring in more joy and excitement, it can help with that confidence and that courage and that willpower, and for you to feel the abundance that you are. I like Citrine, and not everyone will necessarily agree with this, but when I think of Citrine, I think of it as a second and third chakra stone. I feel like it's a beautiful blending of them, yet it tends to be yellow, but it can come in orange too, right? Like there's different shades of it, which is very interesting. And I'm wearing some right now, and I have one bracelet that is very yellow and another citrine that is very orange. So I do feel like it's a beautiful blend. And if you get yourself something with citrine, just trust in the color that you're most attracted to, because you'll get more of, you might get a little bit more of that second chakra energy, or you might get a little bit more of that third chakra energy, depending on the shade of the crystal that you actually get. So in November, bring in the light. So I feel like November, and for the collective, might be a little bit tough, and not necessarily specific for each individual. Sorry, that is my dog wanting to join us. Hold on one second. I thought it was better to let her outside than you have to listen to the barking in the background. All right. So, yes, I feel like the collective as a whole will have a little tough time in November. And it might be a little bit heavier than October, not necessarily for the whole month, but the image right now is I'm getting an undulation of energy. So, an undulation of emotions, some ups and downs. And I think this is going to be more so prevalent for people who are really paying attention to the media. Because I feel like there's just going to be stuff that's released in November that is going to create some emotional disturbances for people. And again, it's going to be perceptions based on whatever your reality is. And not necessarily your real reality. It's your perceived reality. So what type of media you're consuming is going to affect your reality. So please be careful in November as to what you're watching and what you're taking in, and maybe if you are getting downtime with some screen time, maybe stick to some more comedies and or like comedy action flicks or something that's lighter, because whatever you're watching, you're reading, you're taking in with your five senses will have an effect on you. So try to bring in more positivity, maybe listening to some really fun, entertaining podcasts, things like that, right? Watching well, I already mentioned comedies, but even watching stand-up. So all of that will be really helpful in the month of November. Okay, finally, month of December. There are 3 cards, just trying to pick them up here. Okay. There are three cards that wanted to provide us with a message. So, three crystals that wanted to communicate with us in the month of December. I think I said November, I meant December. Okay. So, the first one is upside down and it's fluorite. Find peace within. So, no matter what is going on within the world, matter what is going on within your community, no matter what is going on within your immediate life, your family, it's important for us to truly realize that we can find peace with no matter what is going on. Because if we can be in a place of trusting that for some reason things are meant to be going this way, it can help with having a lighter perspective, which helps us to increase our vibration. And finding that peace, finding that serenity will help us to be abundant, to find fulfillment, to be lighter and be able to bring the joy within our lives. It's not the outside forces that can do that for us. We need to do it ourselves, no matter what the outside forces are doing. And so, how can we do this? How can we find peace within when maybe all we're seeing around us is turmoil? So, you know what? There's different ways, and you need to move forward with something that you're attracted to. So I'll give you some suggestions, but yeah, it's going to be whatever you're drawn to. So I mentioned comedies, right? I what I didn't mention is music. Music can be incredibly powerful. Whether you're just listening to something, you're dancing to something, you're singing, or you're singing and dancing, you're playing an instrument, music can be very uplifting. And so choose songs that put a little skip in your step. Even if you don't feel like skipping, choose the songs that help to create that vibration for you. Exercise is also really good because, especially if you can get your heart going, of course, make sure you talk to your doctor if you're not already doing exercise and make sure it's going to be a good match for you. But exercise helps to get those happy endorphins going. And when you're in a place or surrounded by turmoil, we need to do what we can do to get those happy endorphins going. It's also going to be the foods that you eat, the vibration of the food. So, good quality food. And I'm also seeing lots of greens. So, vegetables will be important. Eating light. I'm also seeing fish. And I know in November, if you're vegan, you gotta you do do your tofu, your beans, your lentils, things like that. I would just happen to see fish, and for some that will end up being a good match. I'm also seeing some eggs, and for some eggs aren't the best match, right? So you just need to always listen to yourself and what's good for you. But I'm definitely seeing like spinach, and I'm seeing kale, and I'm seeing beets. So for that grounding, earthy energy, and sweet potatoes, and also celery and carrots. So just really trying to infuse your body with lots of vegetables during December will really help with that uplifting as well. So, Moonstone is another card that came up, and it's live your purpose. So, in the month of December, it would be advantageous to set your goals for the new year, and setting your goals in a way that will allow you to be you. What are the decisions that you need to make in order for you to shine, for your wings to unfurl, for you to fly? To live your purpose is for you to live as you, to be accepted as you, to make sure you're surrounded by people and situations that accept you as you are. And that also starts with you accepting you, right? But I feel like we'll be doing that moving toward December, is truly embracing all that we are. And the final card for the month of December is Blue Lace Agate. Find your calm. So, in the month of December, getting a regular pattern of whether it's meditation or just taking some quiet time to listen to solfeggio frequencies or binaural beats, or when you go to bed, play solfeggio frequency in the background. That's what I need to find my calm, says Angie. Yeah. So are you feeling really wound up right now, Angie? Because what I'm going to do, I can pull a card specific to you to help you. Yeah. Okay. So let me pull a card for you, because those are basically all the cards for the next 5 months. But yeah, Angie, let's help you right now. What will help Angie to find her calm? Okay. So the card, I'm using Manifest Your Magnificent cards. And the message is, I am safe. I am surrounded by people who take good care of me. So now the people that I'm seeing on this card are actually from Spirit. It is your personal team, your team of angels, of guides. And some of these guides are your ancestry, right? They're ancestors who either from this lifetime or from just within your lineage, so coming within your lineage from your parents, that are assisting you on the spirit side. And they're always there. And they would love for you to ask them for assistance. And they will give you messages, right? They will give you messages in different ways. It might be through, you're in a store and you see a book cover and the title of the book gives you a message. All of that has meaning, right? If you just happen to read that book cover and it sparks something for you, you're like, whoa, I needed to hear that. that is done on purpose, right? You were meant to be there. You were guided to read that. Even opening up a magazine on a certain page, listening to a radio and certain lyrics to a song just really stand out to you. Maybe it creates an emotional reaction within you. Then really pay attention to what those words are. They'll also give you messages within your dreams. Now, you are safe. You are protected. So with whatever is going on in your life right now, if you were to ask your angels and guides to keep you safe, to support you and guide you, all you need to do is remind yourself to trust, because they are there and they love you more than any love you have ever experienced being in a physical body. To really feel this unconditional love, it would either have to be during a deep meditative state and connecting with spirit, or recollection of what it's like when you leave your body. They love you inside out, and they love the perfection of who you are. You cannot say or do anything to diminish their love for you. Never. Not in a million years. And so for you to know that, you can even picture either a mom or a whole tight-knit family holding a baby or overlooking this newborn baby with, that awe, that love, that, oh my God, you are just so brilliant and amazing. Yeah, that is what they have for you. So you can always bring that image to mind, and maybe it's just that image of a mom with a newborn baby looking down going, holy crap, you are amazing. And I love you so incredibly much. And I never want anything bad to happen to you. I'm going to keep you so freaking safe. And so that's what they have for you. So you can picture that to try to bring that memory back so you can feel that love, and that baby is you. Okay? That baby is you, and that love is coming to you, and pull that into your heart. You are safe, you are protected, you are guided, you are provided for. Take a nice deep breath into your heart chakra right now. So just into that heart area, take a deep breath. As you breathe out, feel that heart expanding. Take another deep breath in through your nose, nice and deep, and fill up those lungs huge. As you breathe out through your nose, allow your body to fully relax into the moment. Fully relax and melt into whatever you're sitting on or lying on or wherever you're at. You're just melting down into it, feeling that peace and that calm. Do that again and allow yourself to get even more relaxed, peaceful, calm, feeling safe, feeling grounded, feeling protected, feeling held, feeling loved. Take that deep breath in if you haven't yet already. And if you can, if you haven't yet let it out, hold it at the top for even a few seconds. And then allow that release to be even deeper. Okay, so even at any time, doing some deep breathing, it doesn't even have to take a long time. You're welcome. Yeah, that was short, right? That was maybe even a minute. And if you take the time just to have even 3 really deep cleansing breaths and allow yourself to melt in and picture that baby being so loved, and that baby is you, and remind yourself you're safe, and trust that you listen. You listen to your intuition. You listen to that guidance, to those ideas that pop in, and you take action when you are inspired. And that's all you need to do. That's all you need to do. And definitely consider, some guided meditations. Consider some, listening to solfeggio frequencies for calm and peace, releasing anxiety. Oh, I appreciate that. Oh, that's awesome, Angie. I'm glad you're here. I appreciate that you're here and that you've been participating in this. Putting yourself out there to participate, I think, takes courage. It takes courage. It takes confidence. It takes specifically the courage to look within yourself. I went to something that taught me the breathing and various techniques. You went to something, so does that mean that you were looking this up before to find some breathing techniques? I think that's beautiful. That's wonderful. It shows that you're wanting to create some changes, which is wonderful. And, I've been anxiety, stress, that's been something that I've been dealing with for years and years. And it's just more recently that I've been able to harness more calm than I ever have before. And I'm not saying that my anxiety doesn't pop up, because it will. It just doesn't stay there as long, right? I can do something about it sooner. And so meditation, breathing, yoga, exercise, for me, I like going for a run. I like doing weights, things like that can help. Going for a walk in nature can be so, oh, you're seeing a psychologist. Beautiful. Oh, that's beautiful. That's excellent. That self-care, self-nurturing, looking within, that is beautiful. That is so wonderful. So keep up with the strategies that they shared with you that work for you, because they can give you lots of strategies, but not all of them are going to work for you because we're all so different, right? So go with the ones that work for you. I have a couple of meditations. Oh, true. Okay. Um, I do. I have a couple of meditations within my podcast stream. And I do have some on my YouTube channel too. I'm planning on doing more of them, but you can check them out to see if they're a good match for you. And feel free to suggest the types of meditations you're looking for. I so love to get that feedback. I love getting the ideas and inspiration of, what people are looking for so I can be of assistance. So yeah, let me know. Let me know. I will. Okay, that's awesome. So thank you. So that is it for today's podcast. It was just me, no Madame Euphrosyne today. And for anyone who's joining in for the first time, hey, if you enjoyed it, subscribe. Okay, you're welcome. You're totally welcome, Angie. And so I do this podcast live the first Friday of every month, and it usually starts at 12:30 p.m. Eastern Daylight Time. I started this a little bit late today, so my apologies. I was having a hard time finding my earbuds, but I got them now. Yeah, so thank you so much, everybody. I'm just getting the music on again. I hope you have a wonderful rest of your day. Yeah, you take care too. And be sure to check out my YouTube channel, my weekend reading. I'm going to be doing that live on YouTube and live on Instagram very shortly. And that will be posted there, so you can check that out. Oh, Mr. A entered the studio. Mr. A, I'm just wrapping up. I'm glad you're here. I'm glad I at least got to connect with you for a little bit. Oh, I like your emoji, your sad eyes. Well, you can listen to it after the fact for sure. I'll try to get it uploaded shortly. Have a wonderful weekend. You can check out my weekend reading. And even though I'm going away, I am scheduling my weekly reading to still be posted on my YouTube channel on Monday at 12:30 p.m. Eastern Daylight Time. We'll talk to you later, everybody. Thank you so much. From my light to yours.